Hey guys, how's it going? It's Danconia here. Welcome back to Overcoach. So, we are back on board with Heathens here actually, but it's going to be on the support this time. This is a mid-plat support game. It's actually a 3-stack though. So, this should be pretty interesting. I recognize one of the other names on the team as well. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see how this Anna plays, shall we say. Because last time we looked at Heathens, I think it was on the tank? I think. It wasn't that long ago, so I should remember, but I don't, because I'm a papaga. But, let's get a look at this then. So, we're on, or quite obviously, the Gardens stage of Oasis. Gotta love a bit of Oasis. Taking a look at the comps, we've got a Genji, we've got a Junkrat, we have a Mercy, and we have a Zarya alongside you on the Anna. They have a Brig, a Mercy, a Diva, and a Zarya. Okay. And a Genji and a Mei. I don't know why they're playing Zarya Diva. Possibly the tank line with the least synergy out of everyone. Nice Bionade. Heal our Genji. Heal our Genji. We let the Mercy heal our Genji, I guess. Keep our Reinhardt up here. Okay, nice Bionade. I like your positioning. We need to tell our Reinhardt that we can't see him there, by the way. Don't go any further than this. You've got perfect lines here, you don't need that. We could rotate around and use the other place, but this is kind of okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a bit too far forward. I mean, we're Anna. We don't have to be right in here. We really don't. We yeeted that into defense matrix. We yeeted that into a bubble. Look at what you did with the sleep there. Your sleep doesn't actually get value, even if you hit it there. We need to pull back here. The Stray May Icicle, we're dead. Oh, Junkrat has got punished for overextension. I don't like this positioning. Now, you're in with your Reinhardt here, and I know why you're in with your Reinhardt here, because I can probably guess that the Reinhardt is one of the trio queue that you've got. But we don't need to be here. We could be at the backup point, pumping heals into the Reinhardt from there, because we'll have vision on him. We are vulnerable here. We're in the fight, and we don't need to be in the fight as Anna. Again, a Stray May Icicle, and you're dead. We just go back. Go back. This is where I wanted you to be. Nice, Nano Blade. That should clear up that fight. But you see, that was where I wanted you to be just now. Okay, nice on the Mei. At the back in that corner at that point. That's where I wanted you. Why did our Genji go and challenge that Zarya? He wasn't going to win that fight. We need to be more mindful of using our... Okay. Nice sleep, I guess, but we didn't need to use the sleep nor the Bionade on her, but it's back off cooldown now. We yeeted that in and got nothing with it. Remember how powerful Bionades are? You watched the Overwatch League. I know you watched the Overwatch League Heathens at times. So... Bionades can actually win fights on their own in certain situations. It's a very powerful ability. Don't just yeet it for no reason. Nice. Nice, you set that up. Very nice. But there's a trade-off. And we've just seen it happen. So you were in there. You sleep the Brigitte, that's fine. And your Reinhardt is on the flank, in the corner, and they shatter, and I believe they kill, they obviously get a big shatter because the only barrier in there was the Brigitte and she was slept. So you kill the Brig, you kill the Mei, you kill the Reaper. Fantastic, you've got rid of the Mei ult. That was one of their win conditions. But their tank line, along with the Mercy, has come in and grabbed the team, who has got no form of protection because their Reinhardt is on a flank. So I know you're Reinhardt player. Your Reinhardt player that's a trade-off. Because they got grabbed, there was no Rein to jump into the grab and barrier things, therefore that Diva Bomb got value. That Diva Bomb would not necessarily have got value if that Reinhardt had been there to jump in the grab and protect his team. So now, it's an even fight. Your Rein's come back in, and your Mercy's come back in. So I didn't keep on playing there, right? I didn't keep on playing there, so I didn't get the whole situation, but I was making that judgment at that point, and that was an even fight because your Reinhardt was on the flank and he got the big shatter, so it was a trade-off. We've lost our heals though. That's actually a good state. Can't let her get that res off. Luckily we killed her. Diva's coming back. Nano the Rhine. I think you wanted to nano the Rhine there. I hope you wanted to nano the Rhine there. I would have nanoed the Rhine over the Genji. I don't know whether the Genji is one of your partner, one of your triple stack here, but I would absolutely have nanoed the Rhine. And I think he was right next to that Genji. I think you wanted to nano the Rhine. It is possible that you could have nanoed the Genji because Genji was so close to his ult, and then Genji would have built his ult, but just nano the Rhine there. He can just clean up house. It's a bit more risky nanoing the Genji than it would be the Rhine. That's what I'm trying to say. So, they're still not changing off of this Zarya Diva, which means all of your incoming damage, including this Junkrat, is just gonna it's gonna be insatiable. And plus their support line is not exactly massively great at healing things that need a lot of heals, shall we say. I'm interested in your positioning as Ana though. Wow. The Genji got wiped off the map. Too far forward. Too far forward. Too far forward. You're in the enemy team. Here, you are in the enemy team. You do not want to be here. Yes, you killed the break, but you're not where you want to be. That Mercy is dead? Question mark? You've got a lot of healing to catch up on now because you did that little off flank thing. You didn't get punished for that flank, but at other levels you would. Or higher levels, I should say. That, in my opinion, was an overextension. Even though it came off well for you, it was an overextension. Bit of an iffy aim there. This is console, by the way. Again, what value does that nade get? The replay viewer gives us the luxury of seeing who's bio-naded. Is anyone purple? No. We yeeted that in, and to be quite honest, if they did get purple, it wouldn't have been any value. Again, this is your positioning's fault. You fed. Because why would an Ana be here? What reason does Ana have to be here? That soldier is taking a flank. He's taking an off angle against the shields. He's trying to get around them, understandably. He's trying to get stuff done. He's come around the corner and seen an Ana completely out of position, and he's like, yum 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 yum. Shoot at Ana. And now your team has lost a lot of heals. That is your positioning. That's got you killed there. Big time. I think you probably know that that is a massive overextension. Unlucky. I know what you were trying to do with the nade. Our team should pull out here. I'm of the opinion, if I was to guess who you were queuing with, it's the Rhine and the Genji, but... Nice lead! Nice lead! Oof. Oh dear. We were queued... If we were queued with our Rhine could have charged that Doomfist, and he never gets that ult off, by the way. I know Rhine was under pressure initially, so I won't go too hard on that, but just a thought. Nano Blade! I must admit, your use of nano, apart from the one time on the very, very end of the last point, has been very good. But it's been Nano Blade. I'm pretty sure you're probably queuing with this Genji. Ouch. Doomfist comes in. Heal your Mercy. Lost the nade again. Missed the sleep. And... do you want me to be really brutal? Really brutal here? We need to hit the sleeps on this Doom. You hit it once. You didn't hit that one. Cost both of your healers your life. Well, cost you your life, but it more directly cost the Mercy her life. But the fight was kind of lost anyway. So, that was a nasty fight. And look at the ultimate save goal now. Okay. So we're going to reset here. This is a nasty fight for us. This is a nasty, nasty fight. Look at where we are. Okay, now you're going to your team. Good, 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 good. It looks like your team's going to rotate to high ground. If your team is rotating to high ground, go with them. Nice. Nice bio. Can we kill the Mercy? Genji cleared it up. Nice. Why did we give up high ground? Why did we give up high ground? We had vision over pretty much the whole point. We weren't being challenged. We just freely gave up high ground as Anna, of all the supports of Anna, as Anna. Now, I could understand perhaps if it was a Mercy, if you needed to go in, Moira, she needs to be pretty much, well, pretty much in the fight if you're talking about Moira. But people like Anna, Zen, you could have maintained that high ground. Why did we drop down? There was no need for that. Look at our positioning now. Look at our positioning now. If I'm being brutally honest, right? If we'd still been on the high ground, we wouldn't have been able to maintain that high ground because they would have been out of our vision. They would have been out of LOS. Now, that would technically be the Reinhardt's fault because he should have backed around where you are instead of backing around there. But we would have had to drop down now. But because we dropped down earlier, look at the position we are in now. Our team is incredibly split. We've got a D.Va coming after us. Zarya is completely ignorant and she's just looking at her graph. If she just turned around, she's got a squishy that she could kill. She's just being a bit of a papega. Now she turns around. Too late because the May's frozen her. Nice! We must sleep Doom at every possibility. You're gonna die. We didn't have the team to back us up there. So our team got heavily split. Our Reinhardt and Mercy backed off to the other side of the point. We were on that side of the point with the May. And we gave up high ground. I really don't know why we gave up high ground. So this is definitely a nano to build up blade. That was not a good sleep. Are we gonna clutch this? Are we gonna clutch this? Nice, 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 nice. Nice sleep. Mercy got out because of you. Good. This is... back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. There's a D.Va right next to you. There is a D.Va right next to you. She should kill you. Oh, Lord, D.Va. She should have killed you. We have yeeted two things into her defense matrix. She should have killed you. She deserves to die for that. She should have killed you. We were completely oblivious to the D.Va that was right next to us. Instead, we were concentrating on a person that was low on purple, that the team eventually finished off anyway. It was the soldier, I believe. We cannot just be oblivious to a D.Va next to us like that, because a better D.Va will punish you there. They will just boost, micro missile, primary fire, dead. D.Va can assassinate people like Anna with the right combo. Again, what are we doing here? We actually yeeted ourselves into the fight there in front of our Reinhardt barrier to yeet a nade in, which got eaten by defense matrix. Or barriered by Zarya, I can't remember which one. We are in the fight here. We do not want to be here at all. Like, this is... Again, if I was in the replay viewer, I would be taking the camera off of you right now. Because I'd be showing exactly how your positioning is Pepega here. You are in front of your entire team. You are frontlining. You're feeding yourself. You really are. You're feeding yourself to that team. I don't think they're gonna punish you for it. We need to stop jumping in front of Ryan's barrier when we're nading. We really do. This is a bit better positioning, a bit further back though. Oof. And a stray Doomfist fist comes through. A Doomfist fist. Okay. So yeah, if we'd been down at the bottom of the stairs here, that wouldn't have happened. Which is kind of where I wanted you. If not on the high ground, but high ground would have been limited sight, so I'm not too worried about that. Genji's gone off with his blade. Which means I think we're going to win this. Boom. Could have set that. Oh, nice sleep on the Mercy though. Purple. We don't have the sleep for the Doom now though. We sleep this Doom, otherwise he's going to stall. Unlucky. Purple though. Nice. Okay. So, your positioning is very funny at times. And I saw this, I think it was either the first or second Overcoach I did. And I think it was a Diamond Anna at the time as well. You're too much in the fight. You're way too much in the fight. Anna is so good at taking positioning further back. She's so good at long range healing. Whereas, you know, Lucio... It's a bad example because it's not the same type of support, but when you take a Moira or a Mercy, they have to be somewhat close to the fight. Anna just doesn't need to be there. All of her abilities can be done from range. All of her healing can be done from range. She can do it from an extremely safe position where she's only going to be affected by a dive. And to be quite honest, the only hero that was diving you was a Doomfist. And the majority of the time, we dealt with that Doomfist pretty well. I think we slept him 3 times, but the time in which we were in the team, we got punched by a stray Doomfist fist and died, when we could have been a bit further back. Also, you kept going past the gates on this point up here. You kept going past this gate in front of your Reinhardt, yeeting a nade in, which got no value, and then pulling back. You would get punished so hard for that at higher levels. Really harshly punished for that at higher levels. So that's a habit I'd really like you to get out of. I'd really like to see you clear that up. Then there was also the weirdness of, we got high ground, our whole team took high ground on the jumper. We had high ground, we had vision of the point, it was all looking lovely, and we jumped down. We went under pressure. Our Mercy was up there as well. And we just gave up, we randomly gave up high ground for no reason. And high ground is incredibly powerful in Overwatch. Now there are players, or were players on that team that could have challenged you on that high ground, the D.Va, the Doomfist. But if that's the case, then we do move, obviously. But we weren't being challenged, so I don't know why we just randomly jumped down. So yeah, and in the end, that fight gets completely split up and everything, and we end up losing it. But your mechanics are okay. Your sleeps were good most of the time. Your ult usage, most of the time it was Genji blades, so it was fine. Either that, or it was building Genji's blade, which you did near the end of this point. The only weird nano, in my opinion, was the one at the end of Gardens, but it's not too bad. I mean, I would have nanoed the Rhine to clear out the fight, not nanoed the Genji, but it didn't really matter in the end. Also, yeah, your mechanics are okay. We missed some shots, but we were okay overall. And the nades. I think a lot of nades were wasted and just yeeted in for YOLO purposes, and I don't know why. I mean, we would have put in a nade and it would have got no value because by the time our team could have capitalized on it, the nade would have worn off anyway. So yeah, I think stop eating the nade too much. Try and use it in the circumstance where it's going to get best value. Much like if I was to use another example, Ryan's Fire Strike. Don't just yeet Ryan's Fire Strike whenever you see a corner in case someone comes around it. Yeet it, well not yeet it, but use it when you know you're going to get at least one, if not more people in it, because it's your ult charge builder, right? Ana's nade can win a team fight. It actually can win a team fight if you hit a good nade. So try and use it in the most effective situation, whether that be for self-preservation and healing, or whether that be for the aggressive anti-heal that we saw you use pretty much every single time I think you used it as anti-heal, but we didn't need to use it as self-heal anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. I hope you would know when to use it in certain situations, but also there's the thing of remembering to keep your sleep up for self-protection. Like, don't just yeet your sleep in. If I was picky at the end of this point, you slept the Mercy, which was like, oh, it's a nice sleep, flashy play. Then Doomfist comes in and he's like doing his stuff, and we want to be concentrating that Doomfist with the sleep. But most of the time you did that, so I'm not going to be too picky over that. But the most standout thing to me in this VOD was your positioning. That's what really struck me as a place where you can improve. Don't freely give up high ground unless you absolutely need to because you're being ineffective. Don't get drawn into the team as a bundle as Ana, because you really don't need to. You can operate from a very, very safe distance. Social distancing with Ana. That's the best way to describe it. So Ana takes social distancing to a whole new level when it comes to healers. But yeah, don't get drawn into fights. Don't go jumping in front of your Reinhardt to yeet a nade that doesn't get any value. Don't do it. Even if that nade is going to be a 6-man nade, it still could mean you are going to die and you lose that fight anyway. So just don't ever go in front of your Reinhardt as a support, ever. No support should be going in front of their tank line. There's no need for it. Not even Brigitte these days. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, overall, I think you watching this VOD back with me commentating over it or just watching it back yourself, I think you will see a lot of where your positioning went wrong. Even though you won this, there's a lot you can improve on. But with improvement, I think there's a really good support player here. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here for this one. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you'd like to give a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. See you then.